The following is a live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and our future. And wouldn't you know it, the second that I go on the air, the F-35 takes off from the airport behind me. Good evening, my name is Ron Chuckett. Welcome to the program for this 21st day of October 2025. Where were you 50 years ago tonight? I know where I was. I was watching Game 6 of the 75 World Series. One of my earliest baseball memories. We're not doing that tonight. We begin the second half of our greatest hits tournament with the first semifinal game between the 49 New York Yankees and the 78 Los Angeles Dodgers. The Dodgers, in 3 tough games, beat the St. Louis Cardinals of 1985 to get the first of the 4 semifinal tickets. Punched our final 4. The Yankees outlasted the 82 Expos in 3 games to get here, despite losing Game 1 at home to Gary Carter's 2-run homer in New York. So it's the Dodgers and the Yankees this week, and then next week it's the Red Sox and the Yankees, because you can never have enough New York Yankees on the channel. Really, you can't. It's a proven fact. Anyway, so decided not to go with the Game 1 pitchers from the first round series. We gave everyone a day off, so this would be technically June 8th of whatever year that it's doing this, 8, 9, and 10. So there's no off days for the series, so you're going to get to see the 4th starter for both in Game 1, and then you'll see Whitey Ford versus, I believe, Bert Hooton in Game 2. So it'll be Fred Sanford. Now, if you're a longtime friend of the channel, you know why I went with Fred Sanford against the Dodgers. And the Dodgers are going to counter, I believe, with Rick Rhoden. So there you go. The Yankees and the Dodgers from a windy Dodger Stadium. Next! As Retro Sports Network presents the RSN Greatest Hits Tournament tonight, semifinal round number 1 between the 2020 champion Los Angeles Dodgers and the 2022 champion, maybe whatever year that was, 2021. Anyway, the 49 New York Yankees. And tonight's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web. For your sports simulation and replay needs, find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. Jets take it off. Itchy noses. You name it, we got it. It'll be Rick Rhoden going for the Dodgers against Fred Sanford for the Yankees. On a warm and windy night in LA, 78 degrees, winds blowing out to center at 18. Let's tell you about Rick Rhoden, shall we? Rhoden in real life, 23 starts, kind of like Bob Welch as far as Swiss Army knife pitcher, 10-8 with a 3.66 ERA, but his whip is good. 30 games, 23 starts. He's 25 years old. He throws a fastball at 86 and a standard pitcher. I wish I knew how to get rid of that. 164 2/3 for Rick, 160 hits, 13 homers. He walked 51 and struck out 79. The Yankees will line up like this. Phil Rizzuto at short will lead off. Gene Woodling in left will bat second. Jolton Joe DiMaggio in center goes third. Tommy Henrik in right will clean up. Yogi Berra behind the plate will bat fifth. Bobby Brown, the doctor, at third will bat sixth. Snuffy, I always get that wrong. Snuffy Sternweiss at second will bat seventh. Don't say that too fast. Billy Johnson, who shouldn't be playing first, but he is their option there, will bat 8th, and Cliff Mapes is the DH tonight. He'll go 9th. Roden can give you 125 pitches, which might be enough. Defensively for the Dodgers, Dusty Baker, a 7 and a 4 in left. Rick Monday, a 4 and a 3 in center. Reggie Smith, a 5 and an 8 in right. Ron Say, the hero for the Dodgers against the Cardinals, is a 7 at third. Bill Russell, an 8 and a 7 at short. Davey Lopes, a 10 and a 10 at second. Steve Garvey, a 9 at first. Joe Ferguson, again, the better offensive catcher, a 6 and a 4 behind the plate. Roden is an 8 on the mound, with a 1,000 fielding percentage. Chris, how are you? Wasn't expecting a late night stream? It's 7:04 Eastern. The matinees are what we kind of do, but it's been an interesting couple weeks here. So tomorrow is the lunchtime or brunch special, depending on what part of Canada you're in. Rizzuto against the Expos went 4 for 12 with a double and an RBI and scored 3 runs. Roden starts the night with a ground ball to Lopes over to Garvey, 1 out. Mr. Waterfield, have you caught Blue Jays fever yet? Gene Woodling went 4 for 12 against the Expos. He doubled twice and struck out twice. Roden, again, a rare windy. I don't ever remember it being windy at Dodger Stadium. Out the center. So that would be coming off the ocean, wouldn't it? Yeah, because downtown is behind the ballpark. Chops that one foul, first base side, and that is out of play. And the count is 0-2. Some goat from Washington made that play. Roden from the wind. Left center field. Back goes Monday. That's well hit. And caught. Wow. I thought that was gone. So did Monday. He put his hand out for the wall and made the catch. 2 out for DiMaggio, who went 3 for 11 against the Expos with 5 RBI and a run scored. Joe had the big hit in Game 3. High ground ball to Russell. And Bill Mix bobbled it, had time to throw to first, and got him. Wow. DiMaggio is nonplussed. Half an inning in the books. The Yankees, no runs, no hits, no errors. Here come the Dodgers. So here is Fred Sanford. Fred, 11 starts for the Yankees in 49, 7-3 with a 3.87 earned run average. But he gets this start because of what he did in Game 5 of our 49 World Series against the Brooklyn Dodgers, which was take a no-hitter into the 9th inning of Game 5. Should never have started the game, let alone done that, and so he gets the call to start the series between the Yankees and the Dodgers. Fred is 29, throws a fastball at 89, and is a fastball pitcher. The lineup he will face, Davey Lopes at second will lead off. Rick Monday in center will bat second. Reggie Smith in right goes third. Ron Say, the hero for the Dodgers, cleans up at third. Steve Garvey at first will bat fifth. Joe Ferguson behind the plate goes sixth. Dusty Baker in left field batting seventh. Bill Russell at short goes eighth. Billy North, the DH tonight for the Dodgers, gets that second leadoff spot at 9. And Sanford can conceivably go the distance. Defensively for the Yankees, Bobby Brown a 4 at third. Phil Rizzuto a 10 and a 9 at short. Snuffy Sternweiss a 3 and a 5 at second. Billy Johnson a 2 at first. Gene Woodling a 3 and a 3 in left. DiMaggio a 10 and an 8 in center. Tommy Henrich is a 3 and a 5 in right. Yogi Berra a 10 and a 10 behind the plate. Sanford, not a great fielder. He's a 2. With a .905 fielding percentage. In their series against the Cardinals, Davey Lopes went 3 for 12 for L.A. All extra base hits, 2 doubles and a solo homer. Sanford deals. Fly ball deep right field. Back goes Henrik, and Tommy will make the catch, 1 out. For Rick Bunday, who split his time with Billy North in center field, Rick will not play against a left-handed pitcher, so it will be North in center once the series goes to New York for Game 2. Bunday went 1 for 9 against St. Louis, a single and a run scored. And Monday draws the walk. Sanford will do that, as most of those 49 pitchers did. Reggie Smith went 4 for 12 for the Dodgers. He had a double, a homer, and drove in 4. Dribbles one down to Sanford, who's going to take it to the bag himself, and not in time. I'm not sure why he didn't throw it to Johnson. He's not a great fielder. And Reggie did to him what the Brooklyn Dodgers couldn't do in 8 1/3, which was get a hit. So first and second, 1 out for Say, who went 2 for 11. But that one home run was that monster home run in Game 3 in the 8th inning, which is the reason why the Dodgers are here and not the Cardinals. Sanford deals. Base hit left center field. Woodling will cut it off, and Monday will hold. So the bases are loaded, 1 out for Garvey, who went 1 for 12 against St. Louis. A double, an RBI, and he scored twice. So Monday on third, Reggie Smith on second, Ron Say on first. 1 out. Sanford deals. Garvey, this might be 2. Rizzuto, Sternweiss for 1. The throw to first is not in time. Monday will score, and the Dodgers go up 1-0. For Joe Ferguson, who went 4 for 9 in that first round series against St. Louis, a double, a homer, and drove in 3. So runners on the corners. Sanford pitching about what I thought he would do. But again, one of the best starts ever in a pressure-packed situation. Fly ball right field. Henrik going back to the wall. And it's foul. It's a long, loud strike. And the count is 0-2. Sanford now 1 pitch away from getting out of it. And it got away from Berra on a pass ball. It was an 0-2 pitch that was low, and Yogi couldn't find the handle, and it's 2-0 L.A. So Yogi pats his chest, says, my bad, and it's a 1-2 count. Sanford thought he was out of it. And it's going to be a line drive base hit to left. Woodling will throw it back in. Garvey will score, and it's 3-0 L.A. For Dusty Baker, who went 2 for 12 against the Cardinals. So the Dodgers pick right up where they left off against the Cardinals with a big inning. Sanford deals. Fly ball, left center field. DiMaggio flips down to Sonny G's, and that will do. However, the Dodgers get 3 runs on 3 hits and no errors. And after 1 here in L.A., it's the Dodgers 3, the Yankees nothing. So Henrik, Berra, and Brown to face Roden here in the second. Tommy went 2 for 12 against the Expos with a double and an RBI. I got to sneeze. There's a base hit right field. Off the wall, Reggie Smith has to wait for it, and Henrik is in the second standing with a double. So 1 out for Yogi, who had a not-so-great series against the Expos, 1 for 12, but the 1 hit was a 2-run homer. That is over Garvey and in front of Smith, and Yogi will hold at first. And just like that, the Yankees have runners on the corners and nobody out for Bobby Brown, who hit .231 against the Expos, 3 for 13. All 3 hits were extra base hits. 2 doubles, a homer, and he drove in 3. And Brown draws the walk. So the bases are loaded. Nobody out for Snuffy Sternweiss, who went 2 for 7. He played games 2 and 3, so up in Montreal and back home for the finale in New York. And his 2 hits were both doubles. That's a ground ball to short. Russell. They'll try for 2. Lopes for 1, but Sternweiss will reach as the throw to Garvey is late, and the Yankees are on the board. So 3-1, 1 out here in the second for Billy Johnson, who had a good series against Montreal, 4 for 11, a double and an RBI. Runners in the corners. A 3-1 ball game. Johnson swings, fly ball to left, back goes Baker. Dusty will make the grab. Berra on third will tag and score without a throw. And the Yankees have cut the lead to 1. It's now 3-2. For Cliff Mapes, who went 3 for 8 as a DH, had a triple against Montreal and struck out twice. Popped up left side. Say reaches into the seats and can't get it. Somebody from San Pedro made that grab. And it's a 1-2 count. Got him. So Roden struck out Mapes on a 1-2 fastball swinging, and that'll do. After 1.5, the Yankees get on the board. 2 runs, 2 hits, and no errors. Go to the bottom of the second here at Dodger Stadium. LA 3, the Yankees 2. So 8-9-1 for LA. Russell, North, and then Lopes to face Sanford. Russell went 3 for 10 against the Cardinals with an RBI. There is a ground ball left side, base hit. So Russell has the 4th hit. The Dodgers have done a good job solving Sanford so far. Here's Billy North. Billy went 2 for 7. I believe he played center field in game 1 against the Cardinals against John Tudor, and then I believe he DH game 3. He scored twice and struck out twice. Ground ball to Sternweiss. Rizzuto for 1, and North will reach. So fielder's choice, they get the lead runner. 1 out for Davey Lopes, who's 0 for 1. Sanford just trying to keep it close at this point. North isn't going to go. Throw to first, and North is back. Now what do you do? I think you try it. I mean, there's a reason why you have North in that position. Use that speed. And that's what we'll do. Runner goes to throw down to second, and North steals the bag. So runner in scoring position, 1 out for Lopes. Opening 9 for Sanford, 40 pitches. Hitting in the third, 4 hits, and a walk. Lopes 0 for 1 tonight. Dodgers up 3-2 in the second. Fly ball, center field. Well hit. DiMaggio is there. North will hold with 2 out. It's a sunny night. And DiMaggio just keeps flipping the Sunny G's up and down. Joe's a California boy. Rick Monday walked his first time up. A lone walk from Sanford. And he lines that one. Oh, wait. Hold the phone here. It was a 1-ball count, and North went. And Berra threw a snap throw down to third, and Brown put the tag on, and that does it. So the Dodgers run themselves out of the inning. Well, not very smart. Didn't send him. So North was going on his own, and Yogi saw it all the way. Makes up for that pass ball in the first. After 2, Dodgers got a hit, and they lead the Yankees 3-2. So Rodden's opening 9, 33 pitches, 2 innings, 2 hits, a walk, and a strikeout. Rizzuto 0 for 1. Rodden deals, base hit, right center. Smith will throw it back in, and that's the 3rd Yankee hit. Gene Woodling is 0 for 1. Andy, how are you? Daytime tomorrow, and then we'll figure if we need a game 3, we'll figure it out. These night games don't draw for flies live. Throw to first, and Rizzuto is back. So Rodden will now pay attention to Woodling. Fly ball, center field, Monday. Will make the catch, and Rizzuto goes back. Where were you 50 years ago tonight, Andy? Rizzuto again takes a very healthy lead. DiMaggio 0 for 1. Rodden again throws to first, and Rizzuto is back. Just remembered now. And the wifey had a chiropractor's appointment today. So at noontime, I was stuffing my face. Oh, you'll love what I had. Listening to the radio. Okay. You're a little older than I am. But you were allowed to stay up till 12:35 a.m.? Pitch to DiMaggio, fly ball, left field, or popped up rather. Russell is there, 2 out for Henrik, who doubled and scored in the second. You'll love what I had for lunch today, by the way. We have a bagel place downtown. I mean, what upstanding American town doesn't have a bagel joint? So I got the best of both worlds. I got bacon and egg, but instead of getting like a slice of American, I got cream cheese on and everything. Oh my God, was that good. Oh, you're supposed to be turning it off, but yep, Game 6 of the 75 series on a clock radio. I was, let's see, October of 75. So I was 3. Pitch to Henrik. There's a fly ball center field. Monday will make the catch, and that'll do. Yankees get a hit. No runs, no errors. They've left on 2. Bottom 3 here in L.A. Dodgers 3, Yankees 2. You were 11. So I was 3. And for whatever reason, I was allowed to stay up. Rick Monday walked and scored in the first. And so I do remember being on the living room floor watching that home run, which was 50 years ago tonight. Which means, Andy, we're both old. Pitch to Monday, struck him out. Sanford's first K at 2-2. Monday chased a hard fastball out of the zone, 1 out. For Reggie Smith, who singled and scored in the first. There's a ground ball to third. Brown's got it over to Johnson, and Reggie is out on a bang-banger. Yeah, Reggie reached because Sanford couldn't get the ball out of his glove, and Reggie Smith beat him out in a foot race. Here is Ronnie Say. Ron got a large hand when he was first introduced and singled on the 4 hits. It's okay to be old. It beats the alternative, doesn't it? For sure. So, yeah. So, I don't know if you do bagel sandwiches or not. But, yeah. I did egg, cheese, and bacon, egg, and cream cheese. It really was good. My wife's done those before. Say draws the walk. So, a 2-out base runner for Garvey, who reached, scored, and drove home a run. Fly ball right field down the corner. Henrik into foul territory. Can't get there. And it's a long, loud strike as somebody from Rancho Cucamonga made that catch. So this is the first of two series. The Yankees feature in both. The 49 version versus the 78 Dodgers. And then next week, the 56 Yankees, champions of 2025, face those pesky wild-card Boston Red Sox. High ground ball to second. Sternweiss will snap throw to first, and that'll do. So no runs, no hits, no errors. The Dodgers leave on 1. We go to the fourth in game 1. Dodgers 3, Yankees 2. If you have bacon, egg, but not with cream cheese. Oh, yeah, we've all done cream cheese by itself. But, yeah, my wife did it a few years ago. And so she calls me from the chiropractor, and, what do you want for lunch? Yogi Berra singled and scored his first time up. And she said she wanted a bagel, and so, yeah, I'll take a sandwich. It was in everything, too. Those are my favorite. Berra swings into center field Monday. 1 out. What was it? Yesterday was the anniversary of Blue Monday. Bobby Brown walked his first time up. Fly ball right field. Reggie Smith will make the catch, and there's 2 out. Snuffy. I always call him Stuffy. It's Snuffy, as in Big Bird's best friend. Sac fly, I believe. Yankees 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. They've left on 2. Dodgers 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and they've left on 2. Base hit right center field. Monday, we'll have that one skip past him and go all the way to the wall. And Snuffy has his first double of the day and his third of this postseason. Was it you, Andy, that was telling me that he was killed in a train accident? Oh. Billy Johnson, RBI, 0 for 1. There is a line drive to right at Reggie Smith, and that will do. Yankees get a hit. They've left on 3. They do not score. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Game 1 from Dodger Stadium. Dodgers 3, Yankees 2. A train plunged off into the water off a bridge. Ugh. So here's how the Dodgers and Yankees got here. Game 1, the House of Tudor strikes again. The 85 Cardinals beat the 78 Dodgers here in L.A. 5-3. In St. Louis, the Dodgers rallied off that Cardinal bullpen to beat them 5-4. Jeff Lottie pitched like Sonny and Cher. La-di-da-di-dee. La-di-da-di-da. And the beat went on and on and on for the Dodgers. And in Game 3, the Dodgers scored 6 in the 8th. The 3-run homer by Say to beat the Cardinals 6-4. The Yankees dropped Game 1 at home to Montreal in their series, the 82 Expos. A 2-run homer by Gary Carter in the first was all the Expos needed. And Steve Rogers shut down the Yankees 2-1. Up in Montreal, the Yankees won Game 2 7-4. And in the deciding game, Phil Rizzuto with 3 big hits, and the Yankees beat the Expos 6-2. So 1 day off between the series. So it's June 8, 9, and 10 on the calendar. Joe Ferguson had an RBI single in the first. John, how are you? Pitch to Ferguson is a fly ball left field. DiMaggio will make the grab, 1 out. Again, it's now nighttime here, and DiMaggio keeps flipping down the sunny G's. Dusty Baker's 0 for 1. Sanford deals. Again, second verse here for the DiMaggio is same as the first, 2 out. For Russell, who singled his first time up. There is a base hit to left. Woodling will corral that, and Russell will hold with a single. So the 5th hit for the Dodgers. And Billy North is 0 for 1. Newark Bay off an open drawbridge in 1958. Evening special, we had an appointment today, and I got an appointment on Thursday, so, yep, an evening special. We get a different audience sometimes for these night games. There's always a request for night games. I like the day ones better, but you never know. Billy North reached and stole a base his first time up, and then was thrown out trying to take third. So Fred Sanford, again, not necessarily who you think of Yankee pitchers. If you joined us late, when we did the 49 replay, Sanford got the call for Game 5. He was the freshest pitcher, not named Tommy Byrne. And Sanford took a no-hitter into the 9th against the Dodgers. So Sanford gets kind of the retro call in the retro tournament. Throws to first and Russell's back. 48 were killed. Wow. That's so insane. North swings, ground ball to first. Johnson's there, and that will do. We have played 4. No runs, a hit. The Dodgers have left on 3. Go to the 5th in Game 1. They've all been good games. Everhart says, man, you've had some good ones. We have. 3-2 Dodgers. So Mapes, Rizzuto, and Woodling to face Roden. Tomorrow at noon Eastern, Whitey Ford and Bert Hooton from the big old ballpark in the Bronx. Mapes struck out his first time up. Right field. Nope. Popped up. Garvey. I'm not even going to say it's on the grass. That was a rainmaker. In foul territory, and there's one out for Rizzuto. The Scooter 1 for 2 with a single. Roden, 18 batters, 69 pitches, 4 1/3. 4 hits, a walk, and a strikeout. I'm glad, John, that you could join us. There's a chopper over Garvey in front of Smith. So the Scooter has a second hit. 5th hit for both teams. Here's Woodling. Gene is 0 for 2. So when we do the Red Sox and the 56 Yankees, it'll probably be, well, we only need the third starter, so Boddicker probably for Boston. And I forget who the Yankees would have used. Would have been Ford. Well, Ford wouldn't have been Ford with the 49 Yankees, Ron. It would have been Ali Reynolds or Vic Raschi. I got my Yankee teams mixed up. Ford pitches for the 56 Yankees. Ali Reynolds pitches for, or Vic Raschi pitches for the 49 Yankees. You knew what I was talking about. Pitch to Woodling, fly ball, center field. Monday will make the catch, and Rizzuto goes back. But more than likely for the Red Sox, it would be Boddicker in Game 1. Next week, Joe DiMaggio 0 for 2, and that will be a primetime special next Tuesday night as well, as I got an appointment Monday. And the Cat has an appointment Tuesday. Struck him out. DiMaggio just kind of kicks the dirt. Halfway through Game 1, a good one. Dodgers 3, Yankees 2. If you joined us late, the semis are underway. First game from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. The 78 Yankees and 78 Dodgers and 49 Yankees. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for LA. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Yankees. Dodgers got 3 in the first. Garvey a fielder's choice to make it 1-0. Then Reggie Smith scored on a pass ball by Yogi Berra to make it 2-0, and then Joe Ferguson singled home Garvey to make it 3-0. Yankees got 2 in the second. A snuffy Sternweiss fielder's choice made it 3-1, And then Billy Johnson, a sac fly to make it 3-2. Rick Rhoden, 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned, a walk and 2 strikeouts. Sanford, 4 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned. He's walked 2 and struck out 1. And to give you the rest of Sanford's numbers, 79 pitches, 18 batters, and 2 of the 3 runs are earned, because you don't get an earned run on the pass ball. Davey Lopes is 0 for 2. And Lopes draws the walk. For Rick Monday, who walked and scored in the first. Throw to first, and Lopes is back. How about George Springer? The first time the World Series has gone north of the border since 1993. Pitch to Monday. A snap throw down, and Lopes is back. So Yogi already threw out 1 runner, and Lopes is just kind of looking down. I feel for Seattle. They remain, I believe, the only team in baseball who's never gone to a World Series. You think Ohtani will start game 1 for L.A.? We don't send Lopes, and Monday strikes out. Sanford got him with a 1-2 off-speed pitch. 1 out for Reggie Smith, who's 1 for 2. Reggie has singled and scored. Sanford on 90 pitches here with 1 out in the 5th. Yeah, I was, nothing against Toronto. Nothing against any of these teams. I think that, the Dodgers get the same shtick that the Yankees got in the late 70s or whatever. It's our money and blah, 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 blah. But the Dodgers just pitched so well against Milwaukee. And I'm sorry, Ohtani is good for baseball. Our friend Greg, who you see here at lunchtime, has got to be thrilled. Absolutely thrilled. He was a season ticket holder back when the Jays played at Exhibition Stadium. And Reggie Smith draws the walk. So first and second for the Dodgers, 1 out for Ron Cey, who has singled and walked tonight. He's 1 for 1. I was hoping for Mr. Howard that it would be Seattle, because it would have been his 2 teams, the Dodgers and the Mariners. The Joe Carter home run, as you might have guessed, I am a huge fan of Vin Scully. Not quite sure whatever would make you think that, but it is true. So Lopes on second, Smith on first. And after that, the NBC Game of the Week era ended. Pitched to Barra and Sanford have a word. Fred deals, Cey swings, shallow right. Crowd doesn't like it. Hendrick does. Tommy will make the catch. Lopes will hold at second. So 2 out for Garvey, who's 0 for 2. So the only time in that era you ever got to hear Vinny outside of Southern California was when he called the World Series on CBS radio. So the night of game, most of those nights, instead of watching Sean McDonough and Tim McCarver, I would turn down the audio, call up the scratchy 1,000-watt AM station that barely came in, and listen to Vin Scully's call of Joe Carter's home run. I also listened to Scully's call of Kirby Puckett's home run in Game 6 of the 91 series. Garvey hits a ground ball between Brown and Rizzuto. Woodland can't get it. Lopes will score, and it's 4-2 L.A. So first and second, 2 out for Ferguson. Joe 1 for 2, a single and an RBI. Speaking of alternate calls of home runs, I ran across Bill King's call on Oakland radio of Kirk Gibson's home run. And they're all good. All four of the English language calls are fantastic. The iconic Jack Buck call, I cannot believe what I just saw. Vinny's, in a year that was so improbable, the impossible happened. Don Drysdale's call on KABC for the Dodgers, and Bill King for Oakland. Berra and Sanford again have a word. Fred deals, struck him out. And that'll do. 1 run, 1 hit, and no errors. We go to the 6th. Dodgers 4, Yankees 2. So Henrik, Berra, and Brown to face Roden here in the 6th. Tommy 1 for 2, a double, and a run scored. Struck him out. That's 3 for Roden. Tommy swung right through it. 1 out for Yogi Berra. The other big home run I heard on the radio instead of watching on TV was, oh goodness gracious, not Girardi. Who was the Yankee catcher down in Atlanta in 96? They hit the big 3-run homer to turn that series around. Yogi swings, ground ball past Russell in the left field. Baker will cut it off, and Yogi will have the 6th Yankee hit. He's got 2 tonight. Here's Bobby Brown. Bobby 0 for 1 with a walk. Yeah, Jimmy Lawrence. That's what I was thinking of. So it was always special. You just get that little bit of childhood to hear Uncle Vinny. Brown swings, and that is in the left, and that will drop in front of Baker. So the Yankees are timing Roden quite well here as we play the 6th. 1 out in Sternweiss at the plate. Snuffy has a double and an RBI. Berra on second. Brown on first. Struck him out. Roden got him a 1-2 fastball. 2 out. Got him swinging. For Billy Johnson, who's 0 for 2 with an RBI. Fly ball, left field, well hit, back goes Baker, and that ball is gone. And the Yankees take the lead on the 3-run homer from Billy Johnson. It's now a 5-4 game. Johnson gets the call at first because they really don't have anyone to play there. With all the power that's in the Yankee lineup, you're not thinking that Billy Johnson's going to be the one that hits the home run. But wow, indeed, it's 5-4. With 2 out in the 6th. For Mapes, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. So on the 99th pitch of the night, the Yankees go up by 1. Popped up. Ferguson behind the plate will make the catch. That was a huge inning. Billy Johnson has driven in 4 tonight, 3 on that mammoth home run to left after 5.5. It's the Yankees 5, the Dodgers 4. So Baker, Russell, and North to face Sanford. Yeah, wow is indeed right. Dusty is 0 for 2. Got him. That's 4 for Sanford. A full count tipped in the glove of Yogi Berra. Billy Russell has singled twice tonight. He's 0 for 2. To the mound. Sanford throws to Johnson, 2 out. For Billy North, who's 0 for 2, he has stolen a base. 8 hits now for the Yankees. Sanford, not the no-hitter he threw, or almost no-hitter in the clincher in 49, has allowed 6 hits through 5 2/3. Right field, Henrik has it for the out. And the Dodgers go in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the 7th in game 1. Yankees 5, Dodgers 4. So Roden kicking around some dirt. 27 batters, 102 pitches, 6+ innings, 8 hits. The home run a moment ago to Billy Johnson, a walk, and 4 strikeouts. Rizzuto is 2 for 3 tonight. Line drive to right. That will drop in front of Smith, and the Scooter has his 3rd hit of the night. You know it's going to happen. It's going to be an all-Yankee final, isn't it? Gene Woodling is 0 for 3. Dodger pen starting to stir. Woodling drops it down. Garvey goes to second for 1. And they get the lead runner. Woodling put it down. Garvey, out of the corner of his eye, saw Russell streak to the bag. He threw it to second. They tried to throw to Lopes to get the out at first, and they didn't get it. So no sacrifice. It's a fielder's choice. 3-6 for DiMaggio, who is 0 for 3. He struck out 18 times in 272 real-life at-bats. But in this tournament, he has struck out twice in 14. 0 for 3 tonight. Fly ball, left field. Baker will make the catch, and Woodling goes back. So a little razzle-dazzle from the Yankees doesn't get very far. Henrik, 1 for 3. A double and a run scored. Hard ground ball to Russell. He'll go to first, and it's stretch time here in Los Angeles. Yankees 5, Dodgers 4. Top of the lineup for the Dodgers, Lopes, Monday, and Smith to face Sanford here in the 7th. Davey 0 for 2, a walk and a run scored. Sanford, 27 batters, 122 pitches, 6 innings, 6 hits, 4 walks, and 4 strikeouts, but only 3 of the 4 runs are earned. The good news for the Dodgers is the Yankee bullpen isn't that all that great. The bad news is they're still playing the Yankees. Fly ball, right field. Henrik, crowd likes it. So does Tommy, 1 out. And as soon as I say that, Fred Sanford, night is done. Joe Page will come in. Page is called fireman for a reason. The lefty is 31, fastball at 92, a fly ball pitcher. He pitched twice against Montreal, both times in New York. In Game 1, 2/3 of an inning in the loss. But when they won the series in Game 3, he went 2 innings. And remember, there's a day between series. He's not going on back-to-back days. 2 innings, 42 pitches, 2 hits, and 3 strikeouts. So 2 2/3, 2 hits, and 3 Ks. And with the lefty on the mound, Rick Monday will come out. And Lee Lacy will come in. Lacy went 2 for 6 against St. Louis. A double, a triple, and an RBI. He scored twice. Page's pitch. Lacy uncorks this one to center, left center. DiMaggio again flips down the sunglasses, 2 out. Woodling says the sun set an hour ago, and DiMaggio doesn't say a word. Reggie Smith 1 for 2, a single, a run scored, and a walk. Page, pitch count wise, I think he can finish this out. Andy, Upper Valley residents make the longest possible trip across Vermont using only buses. Got him. Page struck him out, a 2-2, and that will do. So the Dodgers go in order in the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the 8th here in L.A. Yankees 5, Dodgers 4. So they'll go with Lacy. He's got the best arm. It's a 6. But he has my range, which is a 1, which is why we've been using him as a DH. It'll be Barra, Brown, and Sternweiss. Roden through 7. But the leash is short on the wrong end of a 5-4 score. Yogi 2 for 3 tonight. 2 singles, 2 runs. Ground ball to short. Russell, 1 out. For Bobby Brown, 1 for 2, a walk, a run scored, and a single. High ground ball to Lopes. Easy throw to Garvey, and there's 2 out. So Roden, somehow they're going to get 8 out of him at least, or 7 2/3. Snuffy has a double, 1 for 3, an RBI, a single, and a strikeout. Roden deals, and Sternweiss draws the walk for Billy Johnson, who hit the mammoth home run in the 6th. And we go and get Roden. 260. I'm going to go with... Oh, Charlie's tired. And so is Welch. So we'll go with we'll go with Routson or Forster. We'll go with Forster. Forster went 1 inning in Game 3. The Fat Tubagoo is 26. An extreme ground ball pitcher. And a fastball at 91. He got the save in that miracle Game 3. He pitched a clean 9th and retired the side on 8 pitches. So Sternweiss, good speed on first. Billy Johnson, the hero, if you're a Yankee fan, the 3-run homer in the 6th. The throw to first, and Snuffy is back. So Johnson has driven in 4 the 5 Yankee runs. Throw down to Lopes, stole the bag. So Snuffy with the steal, and the Yankees have an insurance run in scoring position with 2 out here in the 8th. And a 1-strike count to Billy Johnson. Got him! Fat Tubagoo or no, he retires the side. They got him on a changeup outside. And that'll do it for the Yankees in the 8th. No runs, no hits. They've left on 6. After 7.5 here. Halos. What kind of sorcery is that? They're the bums. Yankees 5, Dodgers 4. So say the Game 3 hero, Garvey, who has 2 RBI tonight, and Ferguson. 4, 5, and 6 to face Page. Ronnie, 1 for 2 tonight. He has singled and walked. And Say draws the walk. So the tying run is on for Garvey, who has a single, 2 RBI, and a run scored. Game 2 tomorrow, noon Eastern. Everyone will be fresh as a daisy as they make the cross-country flight from Los Angeles to New York. Pitch to Garvey, fly ball right field. Henrik going back, Tommy to the track. Will make the catch and say he's got to go back. 1 away for Ferguson. Joe 1 for 3, making it the right choice while he's catching. Has a single and RBI tonight. Say on first. Page deals. Struck him out. That's 2 for Joe. A 2-2 fastball got him swinging. For Dusty Baker, who is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Hard to believe, speaking of the 2025 World Series, I saw this 18,000 times this morning, that Don Mattingly, I know he didn't do it as a player, but this will be the first World Series he's a part of? That's insane. Pitch to Baker. Popped up. Barra to the screen. And it's a long, loud strike. 1-2 the count from Page to Dusty Baker. I mean, Mattingly, who has been a day in, day out, either player, manager, or coach pretty much the last 40 years. Again, missed the Yankee dynasty by a year or 2 years. But yeah, hard to believe. Hard to believe. And just like everyone else not named DeMarco or Bart, John is glad it's not the Yankees. Pitch to Baker. Popped up. Sternweiss will make the grab, and that will do. We go to the top of the ninth. Dodgers, no runs, no hits, no errors. Everybody's left on 6. Yankees 5, Dodgers 4. So Forster to face. We'll see if it's Mapes, Rizzuto, and Woodling here in the ninth. Cliff 0 for 3 with a K today. He's the bench coach in Toronto. He had the very tough task. I believe he was a manager in Miami when Jose Fernandez was killed, trying to hold that together. Pitch to Mapes. Draws the walk. You kind of have to wonder because, I mean, he's never won a World Series. It's the first time he's been there as a man, but he was a decent manager. And I believe he's been the bench coach in Toronto for the last 5 years. And the Yankees aren't going to fire Aaron Boone. Would someone's coaching career be enough to get him in? Phil Rizzuto, by the way, 3 for 4 tonight. Has singled 3 times. Mapes on first. The Yankees 5, Dodgers 4 as we play the ninth. Drops one down. Garvey on the mound. Throws to Lopes, and the sacrifice works. 1 away. John says Dodgers in 5. I saw the map tonight. You could paint North America and Toronto Blue Jays blue. But I'm with you. I think the Dodgers have to be the favorites. Woodling 0 for 4. Forster deals. Ground ball to Garvey. Takes it to the bag. For the out, 2 away. Mapes on third for DiMaggio, who's 0 for 4. Russell, North, and Lopes in the ninth for L.A. Forster deals. Runner goes. Russell over to Garvey, and DiMaggio goes 0 for 5. Oy vey. So the Yankees will try to hang on to this 1-run lead as we go to the bottom of the ninth. No runs, no hits, and no errors. After 8.5, Yankees 5, Dodgers 4. So Page, the inning in 2/3, 33 pitches so far. John, if you've watched some of the games on demand, they've all been good. I think we've had 1 blowout. And even the Reds tried to come back from that. So, yeah, this has been a good one. Todd B., by the way, John suggested that we take all the World Series winners and play them off against each other in a tournament. 7 years, 7 champions, and the 88 Red Sox, because they're the only ones to lose in 7. Next time I meet a stranger by a parking garage downtown, I'm going to get my French dip poisoned. I know it. Russell 2 for 3. He has singled twice. Page starts the ninth. Popped up. Barra to the screen. 1 out. So 1 to tie, 2 to win. Billy North. I do better than 216. Oh, yeah, I can. Old Vic Davillalilo. Some reverse splits. 0 for 1 against the Cardinals. It is a cool idea. I wasn't sure. We finished up about a month ago, early, and I didn't really want to do a football stay out. Allie's winter is coming. Very true. Very true. My wife doesn't make French dip. And so, yeah, I thought this was a great idea, and it has really been very good. And it kind of, certain things will pop into your head as you play these games about what happened all those years ago. Because the nice thing about YouTube is it's all there. You want to go back and watch. I mean, David, Norfolk Southern fan, or David Cathy, has gone back through and watched my entire 1978 playlist. He's gone back to watch 82, which is the first year we did this. Like, can't you watch something when I was halfway decent? I was terrible then. Not much better now. Ground ball to Rizzuto over to Johnson, and it's last chance saloon for the Dodgers. And it's Davey Lopes, who is 0 for 3 tonight. He has walked and scored. Lacey, should someone reach. So Page 1 out away from an 7-out save, or an 8-out save. 75 degrees out. Wind is shifted out to right. And if they can get Reggie Smith up, somehow get to Reggie Smith, he can plop one out. Base hit left field. Woodling will throw it back in. This one's not done. So the tying run is on for Lacey, who has power. Has a 5.2% chance of parking one right here. 0 for 1 tonight. 2 for 7 on the tournament. Advantage, you'd think, Page, although if he walked him, then you face Smith. So Page regroups on the mound and digs right back in. Lopes the tying run, Lacey the winning run. Pace hit him. Oh, that's not what he meant to do, but Lee will just clap his way down there. And now you got Reggie Smith, who was 1 for 3. He does have a home run. He hit that against the Cardinals, and he hit 29 in 78. So 1 for 3 tonight. A run scored and a walk. Page kind of feeling it now. The tying run in scoring position, and Lacey can win it. Lacey has very good speed. Well, Reggie would like to park one. Say on deck. Page deals. Walked him. And now it's Ron Say, with no place to put anybody in a one-run game. Say is 1 for 2. A single and 2 walks. So Lacey, the winning run, ties up his Air Jordans as he's on second base. Page has got to be gassed at this point. And we will come and get him. Who you got? Oh, goodness. So, 194? I guess the thing with Byrne is, I guess you go with Tommy Byrne. That is the lowest, according to the analytics here, only a 46% chance of a run. I mean, what would you guys do? And Page is gassed. Yep, Page is gassed. You're not going with Rashi because he is Game 2 starter. I suppose you could go with Buxton, but again, you're flipping the coin that the tying run would come home. So how would you play it? Yep. Yep, Byrne. Okay. I agree with that. Tommy Byrne has no control, but somehow, some way, went 15-7 for the Yankees in 49. If you go back and find a game we did against the Tigers midsummer from that whatever year we did that, that was the 11 unearned run game. I forgot who pitched for the Tigers, but I think Byrne walked 11. Gave up an ungodly. It was. That was one of the ones I'm just kind of screaming at the computer by the time it's done. Byrne is 29. He does throw a fastball at 93 and a fly ball pitcher. And he only gives up 5.7 hits per 9. However, in 196 real-life innings, he allowed 125 hits. He allowed 11 home runs. He walked 179 and struck out 129. And so, with Say at the plate, I think Tommy Lasorda looks to Say and says, don't swing anything that is outside. Say has walked twice tonight and has singled. He's 1 for 2. Again, Lacy the winning run on second. Popped up. Johnson on the grass. The Yankees win it. So that's baseball for you, Susan. My word, the Yankees win it 5-4 in 2 hours and 55 fake minutes. 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Yankees. They left on 7. The Dodgers, 4 runs, 7 hits. You're more than welcome. And no errors. And they left on 9. Billy Johnson in his 3-run homer in the 6th is your digital nice MVP. Fred Sanford, 2 big games in his career. Won them both. 6 1/3 tonight. 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned. He walked 4 and struck out 4. Page was gassed. 2 1/3 a hit. He walked 2 and struck out 2. And Tommy Byrne, a 1-out save. Rick Rhoden, 7 2/3, 9 hits, 5 runs. You're more than welcome, John. Now go watch RJL stream. The home run to Johnson, he walked 2 and struck out 4. Forster pitched well, an inning and a third, a walk and a strikeout. So Vic Raschi and Bert Hooton tomorrow. Yankees win, they go to the finals. Dodgers win, we come back here for a Game 3. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you tomorrow at lunch for Game 2. Have a good night, everybody.